Okay, next question. Set of questions comes from Drexus80. Thank you very much. And first question is, what is your top three favorite types of games? No particular order. I'm going to say RPGs, obviously, because they can keep your attention for a very long time, which is really cool. And they're usually pretty in depth with characters and like a way where you have to always buy or find or make new weapons and situate your armies. There's a little strategy behind them, so that's really cool. And the story's usually really solid. Second one I would say would be platformers, because sometimes you just don't have the time to play games very long and you just want something really fun and something that's going to grab your attention for a few minutes. Like the Crash Bandicoot games, the Donkey Kong Country games, the Mega Man games. And last but not least, I would have to say RPGs, shooters. I guess the run and gun type games like Gunstar Heroes or Contra, games like that. That's like when you're on unlimited time and you're just waiting around for something to go on, or something you could usually beat within a decent amount of time. So run and gun games. So yeah, that's my answer to that question. And your second question is there a type of game or game theme/setting you've never seen before but would like to be released in the future? If so, describe what this would be like. I actually started thinking about, that's kind of awkward you asked that question. I actually started thinking about this, and I don't know why, I get bored sometimes and this is what I do. I'd say like a first person shooter, massive online game with like RPG elements mixed into it. And the concept behind this game is robots. Think about it. Now, you start out as like a scrawny little robot running around, you're blasting stuff, and eventually you have to get upgrades like in any other game. So you have to go around and you have to find these capsules, and these capsules are like your upgrades, and then you can modify them as you go along. And once you hit certain levels, you can add them to your body. And say like for instance you had just like an arm, like a robot arm. You find a capsule, and then you go to like a shop or a stand or some kind of device chamber. You'd step in and it'd have this animation of this capsule, and you'd stick it on your body and just like slap it in, and then like all these little robot parts would come up, suck it in, and then like this explosion would happen, and then you'd see like a transformation right there on screen. Like, this is your skinny robot arm, and then you see like an animation of your body adapting to these little capsules, and it would just kind of like grow and mutate into like a little missile launcher. I think that'd be kind of cool. So basically, you're just a robot running around, kind of like a first-person shooter. And as you find these capsules, you stick them in different parts of you, and then you like evolve. You have ever evolving armor and parts that just pop up and grow on you. I think that'd be kind of cool. It's different, and I think it could be done. All right. Wow, that's so sad. I'm at the end already. So, RodGamer35 will be my last question. So you get the last question reward. So congratulations. RodGamer35 asks, what is your favorite system? Overall, I'm going to cheat on this one and say it's a tie between Nintendo and Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo has amazing games, platformers, RPGs, and shooters, just like my favorite three types of games a while ago. And Nintendo does too, but the Super Nintendo I think are a little bit more funner to play on. And the Nintendo, because there's so many memories growing up with that thing, and the Mega Man series is what sticks out in my mind the most. And then you got your Capcom Disney games like DuckTales and Tailspin. Tailspin doesn't really get a fair rap. I really like that game, even though you're in a little airplane and you shoot and that's about the whole game, but it's still pretty cool. So I definitely have to say, the Nintendo and Super Nintendo, it's a tie. Everybody, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope to see many more. Everybody, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope to see new subscribers, new comments, requests for anything that you can think of. I do plan to evolve a little more and get a little bit better with my my videos and ideas, and I hope that I can be around for a while and serve this community to the fullest that I can. It's a great community, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you all so far for subbing. As of this taping, I have hit over 100 subs. It's around 100 and, I think 108 or so the last time I checked. I think it's amazing that people are so friendly, and it's like Cheers, you go to a place where everybody knows your name, and it's okay to be yourself, and that's really cool, and sometimes it's hard to do beyond YouTube, but I do appreciate the community. I think it's a great place to be. And until next video, thank you all for watching, thank you all for subscribing, thanks for the questions, and thank you all for the good times.